athletes. You are now in the hands of the starter.
So the men's race underway here in London. Thankfully, they're all in the water and away. As I mentioned, this is the Aussie exit, and we will start to get some timing splits.
Hoob.
Jan's raised his eyebrows.
Okay, well, there we go. Our first two were right. We're very happy with that,
Becky.
everybody, aren't we?
Well done.
That athlete there without the hat has come off. That was Antonio Benito Lopez, came through in 6th place there. So all the athletes we'd expect, but a brilliant swim there, going in 4th in that blue hat from Jelle Geens. Jelle Geens, our winner from Vancouver, 2nd place in San Francisco. If he had a weakness, it was the swim. So right now, he's exactly where he'd want to be. That's just Nieschlag going in again. His hat seems to have come off as well. And that's Hayden Wild. That 2nd blue hat was Hayden Wild, and he is nowhere near the back of this race.
So the men make their way out the water. They have now done both of their 1 kilometre laps onto the pontoon, up the stairs. Again, very unique aspect of this course at the Excel Centre here in London.
Leo still let it out of the water. I think that's Menno who's overtaken him. Jamie Riddle, I saw. Oh, no, it's Rico. Sorry, it's Rico who's come out and sprinted up the stairs past him.
Yeah, that's Jelle Geens running into 3rd. A fantastic swim from him, both laps. Jamie Riddle, Antonio Benito Lopez there. Pink cap of Mika Nut and Justus Nieschlag. So a lot of these athletes pretty tightly packed. I think that's Gregory Barnaby coming up now, yeah. And potentially that was Wilhelm Hirsch right at the back of that group as well. So big pack still at the end of 2 laps.
Yeah, huge pack, and I think the other athletes will be looking on in horror seeing Rico Bogan right at the front here, because what he can do on the bike, the sort of gap he can open up, as he has done on the T100, did it in San Francisco and made it all look very simple. This, though, Hayden Wild just entering.
Kyle Smith.
Kyle Smith,
Kyle Smith at the front.
him.
I think Hayden Wild might just be in this pack behind.
Yeah, there he is, holding that blue hat in his hand, running through screen there. So Hayden Wild, not right at the front of the race, but not too far down at all.
Rico Bogan still out in front.
Yeah, the last time check I saw, he had about a 17-second gap. There we go, it's just updated to 23 seconds now on current 2nd place Leo Berger, who's riding with Mika Nut. So early stages on the bike, but Rico Bogan already making moves.
He just looks good on a bike, doesn't he? His power just translating. He's very smooth in his upper body. A little bit of moving around, but extremely strong. Leo Berger, which is nice to see after he's had some struggles on the bike to get in. Mika Nut in 3rd.
To do what he's done is quite remarkable. He's been using oxygen therapy. He's been rehabbed at the Red Bull Performance Center in Austria. So he's essentially made it his life's mission for since getting injured to get back to the sort of shape where he could compete at a T100 race. And I think seeing him here today is well, I'm sure there's an awful lot of people, I know there will be an awful lot of people who are involved in that rehab and recovery, but it's just amazing what the human body, I think, can do.
Oh, something's gone wrong here for Kyle Smith.
Oh.
Another mechanical here by the looks of it, or maybe a flat.
So we've only had 4 athletes hand in wheels, and it looks like this is a matching disc. But time trial wheels are notoriously difficult to change.
Disc wheel brakes in general are just so much slower than the sort of the old school brakes that you can kind of whip them out pretty fast. But with gains in braking and aerodynamics, unfortunately, comes a slower wheel change.
And this is different to the Tour de France, where you see the mechanics giving you a push up to 20-25 k's an hour, depending on how
and a whole new bike as well.
And a whole new bike at times.
Yeah.
Looks like he's lost the bottle there as well, so he's having a tricky one.
Rico Bogan has seemingly built out a bit more of a lead there. Now well over a minute that he's got over Mika Nut.
And right now you can see he can keep some of the pace off the bike and get straight into his running stride, which for now looks pretty smooth. His blue Erdinger suit matching the carpet that we've got.
his cycling
On
shoes
brand, isn't he?
want to keep touching the carpet, but he's doing a decent job of directing the bike as they start to settle. And he'll mount his bike in these pods, which we have specially built for us here on the T100 circuit to hold the bike in place. Socks go on, shoes will go on, and he'll begin the run leg.
Bravo, you can see the socks there just half peeled down so you can slip in as fast as possible. No hiccups on the shoes, and he's out. What a way to take the race. He's out before anyone else is into T2. He has set himself up for success. Right there, you can see him at the far end of the screen as Hayden Wilde leads Mika Nut into transition zone. And these guys are still in their bike shoes while Rico is out front, gaining time on the run.
They've definitely got someone to chase down. Make no mistake about that. Rico Bogan, I'm sure, will have something to say, though, about how quickly the likes of Hayden Wilde, Mika Nut, and those behind can catch up. How does he look? Good? Yeah.
Hayden looks smooth. He's got his composure for now. He's got his very typical running style. Yeah, it's just amazing. He looks like he did 4 months ago.
I know, and I'm so excited to see what he can deliver today. We've talked about it seemingly endlessly, haven't we? What's he got in the tank? How much can he afford to have lost from that dominant win that we saw in Singapore? But yeah, here we go. Here is the moment where we actually first get eyes on Hayden Wilde as he hits the run course in a second place.
Nice quick transition there from Hayden. Mika Nut not far behind.
Yeah, but come on. These guys running together after a lap, that is somewhat strange. I mean, doesn't speak for Jelle having his best day.
No, he is just, as we said, that going round. But you're right, without any disrespect at all to Menno Koolhaas, the way Jelle Geens has run at points over the last year in T100 racing, we would have expected him to start taking out some time on the athletes in front of him.
He just has created this gravitas around him and his personality, and how he just seems to have joy as he makes his move right here.
Sheltered.
Just before it goes up, and yeah, that's
clever.
Not even a try.
I really thought this is what he was going to do. He's come into the Excel Centre now. They're sheltered, even though they're slightly into a headwind. He's put an effort in up the hill. He's going to get the boost of the crowd, and then he's going to head out into the tailwind. It was a tactical piece of running. I mean, look at the gap he's put in there.
That's extraordinary.
He's barely breathing.
I mean, this guy, he's literally bionic right now. It's unreal. And his cadence is really high. He looks really good. He looks smooth.
Now he's running.
Exactly. Now he's running. This is the Jelle Geens that we're used to seeing, right? And
he's put a minute into Hayden.
yeah,
A minute. He came 4 minutes off the bike.
there you go. So he is moving.
That doesn't just look fast, it is fast.
Yeah, I think when Rico starts to tie up, as we've seen him do here, he starts to get very toey. So sort of bounces around on his toes, doesn't he? And he's not really using any leg strength or glutes or anything to propel himself forward, which you can see that Jelle Geens is doing really well as he glides past him. Whereas Rico sorts of dancing along on his toes, but he's not getting any purchase or any power off the ground as he does it.
On the T100, week in, week out. So Hayden Wilde, thumbs up from the crowd. A punctured lung, broken ribs, an injured scapula, all within the space of a few months. He's on the blue carpet, and perhaps the emotion starting to show, because this Kiwi athlete is built of something quite extraordinary. Hayden Wilde, 2 wins from 2 in the T100 this year. What an incredible, logic-defying performance.
You can see this is emotional for Hayden, and I really love to see that because he has been through such an extraordinary amount in the last few months. And here's the moment where it all pours out, and again, getting emotional up here in the commentary box, and sport will do that to you. That's the beauty of it. These lovely moments with Hannah. She's also obviously wiping away the tears. to victory, Hayden Wild. Welcome back. Stunning performance.
And while Hayden Wild celebrates a truly remarkable result, Mika Nut has taken out the hairband because this is a super special result for him as well. The German taking the blue carpet, second place on the T100. This is his best ever T100 result. He held off a charging Jelle Geens and crosses the finish line. He's just got one more to go. I wonder if that win, it's not going to be far away.
He's become such a consistent athlete, hasn't he now? 2 third places and a second place, along with, what was it, 5th at the first race of the series, back in Singapore. He's also 9th in Singapore earlier this year, so just such solid racing from him. He's going to be after that win.
Yeah, you bet. He's committed to the T100 this year. Those are the races that he wants to race in, and he's being rewarded for doing exactly that. Our winner last time out in Vancouver, Jelle Geens, put in a mighty shift on the run. He was able to catch Rico Bogan to make the final podium place. He looks absolutely shattered. He's expended an awful lot of energy. The smile starts to come. Jelle Geens rounding off our podium here in the men's field. I think they'll probably all take a look at Hayden and go, what?
You're like, mate, what was that? we thought we had a chance today, and then you went and did that. Yeah, I mean, what are we going to see from Hayden Wild later on in this series? If he can do that within 100 days of a near career-ending crash, what next?
And celebrating like he's won the race, because he's been through a lot this year, has Menno Koolhaas. He's come back from injury, and that's what it means. Crossing the finish line in 4th.
Yeah, we love to see that emotion and that passion, and Menno's someone who desperately wanted to be here in the series. He wanted to be in Vancouver. He just couldn't make it back in time, and he is delighted. Look at that, welcomed across the finish line. Brilliant.
Just
Absolutely
goes to show,
that.
doesn't it, the toll that these injuries take on these athletes, and how much they have to dig deep in those cold winter months when things aren't working out, rehabbing, doing physio, all of the things required to be a professional athlete. These moments make it all worth it.
Rico looks like he's just about held off the charge of Mathis Marjurier. We saw him look behind just as he came into the Excel Centre there, but he has rounded out our top 5 today.
Thank you very much, Alex. Great to get the thoughts of our winners and second place there with Mika Nut. Just confirmation then of the men's results. Hayden Wild emerging here in London victorious. Mika Nut in second, and Jelle Geens rounding out the podium with the fastest run of anyone here in London. Menno Koolhaas in 4th, Rico Bogan in 5th, Mathis Marjurier in 6th, Yuri Kulin in 7th, Wilhelm Hirsch in 8th, great result for him, Gregory Barnaby in 9th, and Leo Berger with the fastest swim of anyone in 10th. And let's take a look at how that impacts the race to Qatar standings. Jelle Geens, well, with a nice lead at the top there. 9 points the difference between him and Mika Nut. Rico Bogan in 3rd. Martin van Riel not here in London, so he moves down into 4th place on 73. Hayden Wild on 70 points. 2 T100 races in 2. Those are the wins. And then Yuri Kulin in 6th. Antonio Benito Lopez in 7th. Carl Smith in 8th. Leo Berger in 9th. And Mathis Marjurier in 10th. All right, Alex, back to you.